Hey there guys, Jordan here, and we are back with episode 5 of my How to Balance Mod Pack with Mindtweaker and Modtweaker. It's been a while since I last did one of these, it's been about a month, and I do apologise about that. I had some issues with my monitor. I have two monitors, I need a second one to read the scripts that I already have pre-written, just to make sure that I'm doing everything correctly, and so that if I go balls to walls and I fail with this, I can just go and look at that and go, yep, okay, that's what I've done wrong. But yes, as you can see today, we are going to be looking at Thaumcraft. There's quite a lot to do with Thaumcraft. I've even got a thaumonomicon here. I completed it. There's a lot of tabs in this one, because obviously I have more mods in here. But that doesn't matter. The reason we're going to have a thaumonomicon will become apparent later. Also, I've found a way for Minecraft to not be as laggy. Look at that, it's not laggy. It's getting about 4 times the FPS we got last episode and all the ones before. So that's good as well. But I've changed up the layout a little bit, so the picture in the background might change. I don't know, the way stuff looks might change. But I have everything separate so you don't see the outlines, you don't see my desktop, and stuff like that. So, anyway, we're going to move swiftly onwards, and we are going to start by adding Thaumcraft recipes. So, anyone who knows Thaumcraft knows there are two types of recipes. There is the Infusion Alter recipe, which can have up to 12 different inputs. Well, technically 13, but 12 different items that you use to craft, or should we say infuse into the item in the middle. Or you have the Arcane Workbench, which is right here. There is also the Crucible recipes, which I'll probably have to pause for and go and find the recipes for that, because I have totally forgot what to do for that one. But I'm not going to lie, I don't know everything about Mindtweaker and Modtweaker, so we're going to start with the Infusion. Yes, we'll start with the Infusion recipes. So, what you need to know about Thaumcraft is there are many different aspects, and you need to know how to spell these, because you are going to have to spell them. And you're going to have to spell them word for word. There might be a dash Modtweaker. I'm going to have to check Modtweaker. I think it's just Mindtweaker. Let's just do that. I'm just going to see if there is a Thaumcraft recipe, like Infusion Recipes or anything like that. Does not look like it. Mindtweaker mods. Okay, that's just no. Okay, I was going to say if there was a way to get research that like do dash mt something like that. Oh, there is. Because that is going to be helpful for you later on, because you have got to know sort of what you're doing. I don't know if you can hear me looking through folders, but I'm trying to find the research thing that just came up. So, yes, it looks horrible in Notepad because it just puts it all onto 3 lines, but yeah, it seems to work sort of. But yes, okay. So, let's actually move on, because I've just been sitting here rambling. So we are going to start with Infusion Recipes, and I've updated Modtweaker and Mindtweaker, so we're now using Mindtweaker 3.0.9b and Modtweaker 6, and the reason for that is because I am lazy. So what you can do now, because we are going to be carrying on with our string and wool, what we're going to do is we are going to make a... I'm going to need more, aren't I? We're going to make a recipe that requires you to put 5 string in, so can we have you on there? Thank you. So that is going to be our recipe for string plus 1 string in the middle, and when you infuse that, it will make a thing. Let's just get a wand so I can smack the thing. We're going to also need a water jar, because that's where it gets its thing from. And let's have need essential, and I think we'll be using Fabrico because it makes sense. We'll just grab a bit of that. So this recipe, we're going to make it have, we'll say either 20 Fabrico, but I'm just going to fill that up because we can. So 20 Fabrico, 4 string, with 1 string in the middle, that will make us a wool. Actually, we'll make it make 4. We'll make it make 4 wool, yeah, because we can. So, we're going to, first of all, go into here, and we're going to add our new line, Thaumcraft, and Infusion Crafting, because that's what we're starting with. So, to do Infusion Crafting, we need to do mod, if I type the right words, mod dot Thaumcraft dot infusion, and we're going to add a recipe. And now this is where you kind of need to know the different things in the thaumonomicon. So if you want to have it gated behind thaumonomicon, then you can do that. You can gate it behind, you need a basic wand. You could say that you need to have got Elementum. I'm going to try thaumonomicon, I think. So, the research, thaumonomicon, that's how we spell it, right? Yep, I just had to make sure I was spelling that correctly. Or we could do it behind aspect, or whatever. And for some reason that doesn't want to go back. I'm going to leave it as aspects now, because aspect is something that you get from the start. So that should be one of the things that as soon as you've made the thaumonomicon, you should be able to do this, I think. Unless that aspect is something else. But I believe aspect is a thing, so we will see. So, next thing we need after the research that it's going to be gated behind, you then need to put what it is you are going to be making. So, we are going to be, no, it's what you put in the middle, sorry, what you put in the middle. So, in the middle, we are putting, I'm just going to type this out because I know what it is, and I can type it quicker than having to do empty hand. So, we're going to make it require a string in the middle. And then you put the items that you're going to have around the outside. So we're going to have Minecraft string around the outside 4 times. So you need to put that into your square brackets. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And close that off. And put another comma. So far what this is saying is you need 1 string in the middle. You need to have completed the aspect research. And you need to have done 1, 2, 3, 4 string on the outside. And then after that, what you put is the aspects or the essentia you need in the jars around it. So this is why you need to know how to spell it, because what you do is you get your thing, and I've just clicked on the wrong line, and you go, we're going to need Fabrico, and we're going to use 20 of them. So if you wanted to use more than one, you'd do Fabrico 20, 30 or 40 or whatever. I didn't say 30 and mean 40. I just typed that wrong. But we're just going to have Fabrico of 20. We don't really want more. And what you're going to get out of this, we're going to get wool out of this. I've already defined that value, so wool. And then finally, you need how stable this recipe is going to be. So, as you can see, I've put skulls around here as stabilizers, so that I can put some instability on here, so I can show that it works. So we're going to first off go with 1. So this is basically no instability at all. And we're going to save that. Dash MT reload. And now, whack that. And we'll just watch this quickly drain the 20 Fabrico. From there you kind of see it. I think I need some goggles of revealing. If I could do that. And there's our wool. Okay. And that's kind of big in there. So let's go again, but this time we're going to go with some massive instability. So we're going to change that 1 to 10. 10 is the maximum I believe Thaumcraft uses. I think Thaumic Tinker and mods like that do go above and beyond, but when we go into adding stuff to the thaumonomicon, I'll show you the differences in the numbers. But, so, I just need to make sure I save that. Save. Empty reload. Now this time, it's dangerous instability, and as you can see, the runic matrix was already spitting out a lot of shocks. I don't know what you call them, lots of lightning bolts. But because this is a pretty short recipe, it's unlikely to do too much. But you can still see the little electrical shocks coming off, which is it being unstable. So, because it's an easy recipe, we're going to leave it as 1. And I'll go back and show the rest of that off later. So next off we have the Arcane Workbench. I believe that's what it's called. Let's go check. The Arcane Work Table. I'm going to change that to table so that it's using the correct thing. Work Table. So, anyone who's new to Thaumcraft, you'll not know exactly how the Arcane Work Table works. And I need something that actually uses it. There we go. So, what it does is it works like a crafting table, but it requires Essentia, or V from your wand. It requires V from your wand, and yeah. So we've got a wand here with some V in it, and we're going to drain it, making some string. So, obviously it works like a crafting table. Any normal crafting recipe works. That is a recipe from Thaumcraft. So what we're going to do is we are going to make a recipe like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to say that if we add order to it, it will make some better it will make more wool. So how do we do that? Well, this one is a little bit easier to understand. It's kind of like the normal crafting table, but you start off with mods, Thaumcraft, Arcane instead of Infusion this time. I feel like I spelled Thaumcraft wrong. Nope. Okay. And then you add a shape. You could add a shapeless if you wanted to. I believe anyway. I've never tried shapeless. I always do shaped just because. And we're going to put this behind Alumentum. So you need to have discovered Alumentum to do this. And what we're making is we're going to be making some wool, aren't we? Making wool, and this requires you to use order of 1 and air of 6, because why not? And then we need to put in the crafting. So crafting is pretty simple. It works just like a crafting table now. We're going to go null, Minecraft, I've already got it pasted like that, so Minecraft string, null, Minecraft string, Minecraft string, and then one more, which is null, Minecraft string, and null. And that is basically it for that one. So save that, reload that, and I have done something wrong. What have I done wrong? Let's have a look. I'm going to put this into a better format, like so, and one there, just so I can see everything where it should be. Oh, that might be why I put 4 there instead of 3. Sometimes easier to read. Last token at null. I'm sure you can put nulls in here. 100% sure you can put a null in there. Minecraft string, Minecraft string, Minecraft string. No, Minecraft string, Minecraft string. Have I done something wrong? Making. One sec, I actually have to work this out. Mod, Thaumcraft, Arcane, add shape. You have to have done Alumentum, which I have spelled correctly. Making wool using 1 auto and 6 air. Maybe it has to be the correct way around, because air comes before auto, so air 6. And then you string, null string. Ah, there we go. Helps if you use the correct things. So let's reload that. It's not going to be in there. Derp Jordan derp. And there we go. String. So because I have a V discount on this wand, if I was to get an iron wand, wand that uses 100% V. I'm sure that uses 105% V. Okay, so as you can see, it goes a little bit over and a little bit under. So yeah, you can use that to add arcane recipes. Now I'm going to just cut here, go and find the Crucible recipes, and anyone who doesn't know what a Crucible is, we're going to need 1 bit of lava there, and we're going to need our... We're going to need a cauldron, which needs brewing, and smack that with a wand. And just while I go and find the recipe, I'm going to get that water to boil. So, I will be right back. Alright, and I'm back. That should have been pretty obvious, to be honest. Oof, my voice just went there. Yeah, so, Crucible. It is really simple. Mods.Thaumcraft.Crucible. Of course it would be Crucible, not anything else. And add a recipe. And then, as always, you start off by saying which research you want to have been done. So, I'm going to say, what research should you have done? Well, it seems it's going to be in basic alchemy, because it is a crucible. I'm going to say you need to have done night ore. So, night ore. And what we're going to say is, when you put in, I'm just trying to make sure I'm getting this the right way around. Ooh, sorry about that. Main input stack. That makes no sense. I'm just gonna have to check what this looks like. Glowstone into them. Yeah, okay. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. That would help. I was looking at Infusion Recipes because I've got this open on the Modtweaker forum. Because I'm an idiot. Right, so what we're going to say is you're going to get out wool when you put in Minecraft string. And then what you do is you say, well, what aspects do you want? We're going to say we're going to need Fabrico, and we're going to say that there wants to be 4 of that, and I don't know, Arbor, and we'll say 10 of that, because why the hell not? So when we save that and reload that, so I am wearing goggles for feeling, right? Yeah, okay. So if we just chuck wool in there, you'll see we have the 4 Fabrico we need, and if we get some wood and chuck that in, we've got 12 arbor now. So when I'm just going to get rid of the wool so you can see exactly, so you can see that we do get wool if we put in string. Oh. I've done something wrong. What have I done wrong? When you put... Did I say that it needed more? That's not Fabrico, is it? How do I get Fabrico? There we go. Fabrico was the other one. Okay, that makes so much sense. But yeah, so we have got our wool from string. I forgot to put it with the other one. I thought Fabrico was the... fuck, that's gonna just... For some reason I can't fill that in. Whatever. I've got some some nausea now. Oh well. So, now we're going to move on to the main part of this, which is the thaumonomicon. Now, I am not an expert at the thaumonomicon, I'm going to say now. But what we're going to do is we are going to, first of all, add a new tab, because, well, where would you put string in with all this? So, we're going to add ourselves a thaumonomicon, and then we're going to go new tab. So, the new tab, this one is pretty simple to add. Thaumcraft.research, if I can spell, .add tab. I think you can do remove tab, but I don't know why you would. And then, what are we going to call this tab? We're going to call it silly string, I think. Silly string. That's still string. Silly string. I could make a mod pack called silly string. That is an idea that has just come to me. And then I don't actually know what this does, but you put Thaumcraft. I think that's where you get the textures from. And then what do we want the texture to be? Actually, I wonder if I put Minecraft here. If I go Minecraft, if I can do, then you put textures, items. I think it's going to be string.png. I will have to check that. It probably won't be. So let's just do that. Save that. Reload that. Okay. And now what you see is it's got the string. It's got nothing in here yet because we need to add the research into here. But it's also got a really dodgy name, tc.research_category. So yes, this is what the tab ID is going to be. This is what mod you're going to be getting the picture from. And this is the file name for the picture and where to find it. So if you wanted a block, for example, from Minecraft, let's say you wanted a sponge, it'd be Minecraft, textures, blocks, sponge.png, because I'm sure sponge is sponge. But yes, so that's that, and now we're going to make it so that it actually says words and not tc or whatever. So what you do is you set the localization. So that's done with game.setLocalization. Just making sure I spelled that correctly. Yep. And I use English, so I'm doing English US because I don't do English British. But if you do French, I believe it's just FR in here. And then you do tc.research_category, and then dot whatever you put here. I don't know if not Minecraft, my recording software records my mouse, so I'm just gonna have to highlight stuff. So we put silly string and close off the quotation, and we are going to say, what are we going to call this tab? We're going to call it silly string, which is spelled like so. And close it off correctly. I need to look at my keyboard sometimes when typing, I'm so bad. And we reload that, and now I have forgot to save that. And what have I broken? Did I do something wrong? You can have spaces, right? And it just, yeah. What have I done wrong? English US. You're using Thaumcraft research category dot silly string. Silly string. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm just going to bring across this tab from a different thing to see if that works. Let's just reload that script. Yeah, that one works. Okay, so that's weird. Maybe Minecraft underscore category because of the Minecraft? No, that really doesn't make any sense to me. So for now, I am just going to put this at Thaumcraft, and really don't like this, but you could possibly add your own text pack that just adds a Thaumcraft item. Thaumcraft, there's your tab, that's Tinkerer, not Thaumcraft. No, that's right, Forest, wow, I can't even find the Thaumcraft tab. I think I'm blind. Ah, there. Use that one. We're going to say that this thing uses... See, none of these really fit what we've added, so it makes no real sense. I don't know, we'll just add the icy rod, I guess. Actually, no, I'm just going to use the key.png because I have that name on a different file. So, let's just get rid of that tab that we didn't want. Did I just crash the game by removing a tab? I did just crash the game by removing a tab. Oh, that's beautiful. Note to self, don't remove tabs. Don't remove tabs and then reload the game. It's just not a good idea. It's just not a good idea. So just while that's reloading, I'll be right back. Okay, and I'm back. Yeah. Let's see if it works now. That's a very good tip for you guys. Don't close down stuff. Don't delete stuff that could potentially crash the game. I should have thought about that before I did it. But yeah, now we can get in here. And it has the key, but still not the name. I don't know what's wrong with the name. I will probably post a replacement. I don't even need the replacement. I know exactly what I've done wrong. It's that R right there. So we're going to change that back to what it should have been, Minecraft. Using the string. I just need to make sure I saved that, because I don't think it did. And now I'll probably crash the game again. Nope. Okay, there we go. Silly string. So, what are we going to add to this new tab? Seeing as we have all this research here, we should probably add that. So, how do we add research tabs? Well, about 6 lines for each thing, and these are pretty easy to do. So, first one, I'm just going to add research pages. So yes, Thaumcraft is probably the biggest time sink when it comes to adding code, especially if you add a lot of stuff through Thaumcraft, because of all the stuff you're going to have to type. Especially when it comes to the lore, because if you want to make it so that it has a lot of lore, like craft a Crucible, you must do that and the other, or, I don't know, the Night All, the flame seems to be fueled by magic itself, etc, etc. Yeah, so if you wanted all that to be in there as well, it would take a bit of time. But I'm not going to add too much, so we're going to have mods.thaumcraft.research.add research. And then what you do is, we need to know what we're going to call this research. So we're going to call this, I think all these might add into one research. Could be an issue. So we're going to call this string for now, and we'll see how it works later. And then you put in what tab you're going to put it in. So I'm going to be putting it into silly string, but if you wanted to, you could put it into alchemy. I might put it into alchemy first, just to show it. I've spelled that wrong, haven't I? Alchemy. I don't know why that looks so wrong to me. Probably because it's all in capitals and all caps always looks wrong. Alchemy, yeah. Okay, it just doesn't look right. Alchemy is one of them weird words that never looks right now. And then what we're going to say now is, what aspects do we need to unlock this? So, seeing as I quite lately figured out that Fabrico is not the one I was thinking of, I was thinking of, what's it called? It starts with a T, I believe. No, Panis. It's Panis I was thinking of. So, we're going to say it requires Panis 10 and Fabrico of... Fabrico of 4. And then you then need to say whereabouts in your tab you're going to put this. And I believe it's inverted, so for every 1 you put it goes left, every -1 it goes right, every 1 it goes down, and every minus it goes up, I believe. So we're going to, so this one is the middle, so we're going to want it to go up 1, up 1, where's that up 1? Yeah, we'll say up 1, no, we'll say up 2 across 2, because that should be in this area right here. Or will it be, oh, I can't remember which way stuff goes, so we'll just try it out. So, you go X, Y, Z, of course, so, X, we're going to say, we want you to go across to the right, or does it, oh, I can't remember which way stuff goes. I'm just going to have to look at this code 1 second, because I have stuff go certain way. Okay, so X increases, I believe, unless I'm reading this wrong. So, we're going to go 2 to the left, 2 to the right, and then we're going to go 2 upwards, which again is correct, and 0, oh, what is, oh, this is your warp, so how much warp do you want to get from this? Do you want to give people a lot of warp, or do you want them to just research it without having to have any warp effects? I'm also going to need to get a non-cheat sheet for Nomicon, so that you can see whether we have warp or not. So, for Nomicon, we're going to say that you get 5 warp from this, because I'm just showing off. I wouldn't usually make people have warp. And then you need to put what picture you want in the thing. So, we are going to say it requires, I believe you can just use anything that you set out before, like so. So we're going to have wool as our picture, as the little icon like this. So this would be the glass file, this is Nightor, etc, etc. So we're going to have our wool there. And that is all that is needed on line 1. Next up, I don't know what I just pressed. What did I just, seriously, what did I just press? Something just popped up. Successfully downloaded, restart Microsoft. Oh, in-game wiki, okay. That's weird. Okay. But yes, okay, so, I shouldn't have clicked that. So, yes, where was I? Oh, yes, adding stuff to Thaumcraft. So, we are going to now do some localization, because it won't have the words and stuff. So, if we look in a Nomicon, it says, like, glass vial, or glass file, mystical containers. We need to have both of them. So, first off, we're going to go for line 1 of course. So to do that, we do mods, not mods, we're setting localization here. Game.set local, I spelled that wrong, localization, and then it is in English, because people hate actual English, we have to use English US. Then the research, which is tc.research_name, and this is for string. And then what are we gonna have as the name of this research? Woolly. Yeah, just we're gonna have it as woolly. It's just gonna say woolly, and we need to have this in quotation marks. And we're gonna close off the brackets, and then we're gonna have the thing underneath it. What shall we have it say underneath? Game.set localization. It's in English, and then this is the text instead of the research. So it's not the text, it's the name. It's not the name, it's the text. So research text, and this is for string. It needs to all be in capitals. I put it all in capitals because Thaumcraft puts it all in capitals, but I don't think it's needed. If you try it in non-capitals and it doesn't work, then that might be your issue. And what are we going to have it say underneath? We're going to say it should be keep away from open flames, because that's what you see on a lot of like bed sheets. And we're going to actually change this from woolly to bed sheets because you put it on a bed. I don't know. So how do we add this to the thaumonomicon? As in, so that you can see the thing. So if we save that now, we do empty reload. It is minuses, and for some reason the warp doesn't show. It should have warp, I believe, unless that's just really low warp. No! Oh, I can't remember how to do it now. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm sure that's warp. It might not be. Oh no, that's complexity. Sorry, that's complexity. Okay, I don't know what that's about. That's weird. But yeah, that's complexity for research. If you're using the research minigame, I'm not. That's how complex it would be. Don't crash on me. Oh. It crashes because there is no pages. And how do we add pages? Well, I'll be back in a second to show you how to add pages. Alright, and I'm back. So, that should hopefully be the last time that we crash. I say hopefully. I don't know. Let's finally add the thingy mabob magic. I need that file open. There we go. So, the reason it crashed, because we don't actually have a page in there. It just has the research, but it has nowhere to lead the research to. So, we need to add a page to it. Mods.for, no capitals, Thaumcraft dot research dot add page, and the page you need to have it the same as you called it earlier, so string, and it's going to be in the alchemy tab. I'm doing this wrong, aren't I? Yeah, I'm doing this wrong. This needs to be the text that you're going to have inside of it, I think. Or you can just put a quip. I'm not 100% sure. I'm just going to read. I really don't know. This line of text seems pointless. Because you can just put anything here, so I'm just gonna put anything here, why not? Because it doesn't seem to really matter. I have like 4 different things that are in here. I believe maybe. Why not? We'll do this. We'll say it's as it is on the forums, which is derp.research page dot string. And then on the next line, this is where you localize it. Game.set localization for it in English US. For dot research page dot string, I believe. And then this is what we're going to say inside the thaumonomicon. So we're going to say this is string. We're going to put a break or 2 so that there's some paragraphing. This is string. It is boring. Break that off, finish that. And then now hopefully this won't crash. I just saved that. Let's reload. Hopefully this shouldn't crash now because there's a page in there. Right, okay, so there we go. We've got this is string. It is boring. But as you see, it doesn't tell us how to make anything. So how can we do this? Well, you do mods.thaumcraft.research.add, and then let's say that we're going to add the infusion page first. So add infusion page for string, not sting, string, and it's going to look for how to make Minecraft wool. So now if we save that and reload, I thought Thaumcraft wrong. Thaumcraft. Reload. Now it will show the infusion page with very little instability. I'm just going to copy this line of text and paste it twice and change this word infusion here to arcane and this word here to crucible. I believe Crucible is correct. As I said, I've never actually made one of these pages. So let's reload. Now if we look in here, we've got the Infusion crafting recipe, the Arcane workbench recipe, and the Crucible recipe. So, the final thing that I wanted to show you was the proof of difference in this number here. So we're going to change 1 to 10, because I believe 10 is the highest that Thaumcraft goes. It's now dangerous. I mean, if you wanted to, you could say 100. But I believe it would still say dangerous at this point. Yeah, dangerous. You see, anything above 10 is just going to say dangerous. So we're going to change that down to a little bit more mellow 7. Reload that. And now it says high. We'll change it down to 5. So this is basically how you would choose how unstable your recipe is. Moderate at 5, so obviously moderate is midpoint. And we'll say 3. And see if 3 is anywhere in the middle. So minor, and then I think 1 and 2 are negligible, 3, 4 is minor, 5 is moderate, so on and so forth. But yeah, that is going to be it for today, guys. This episode was really long because it's Thaumcraft, and there was a few crashes, and I had to dip out a bit. Do hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do leave a like. And until next time, guys, I'm John, and